0 hours, 40 minutes. Lola sees movement. She spots the African Russian's attack, tilts the KTM over, and twists open the bike's throttle. The dirt bike jumps forward and heads straight toward her chosen target. The lethal African-Russian strike force continues to diverge. Quads and bikes flank each truck. Botha still holds the center line. Mikhail has moved 300 yards to the left. Alexei has positioned his truck 500 yards to the right of the African's pink Humvee and races toward the cases ahead of him. He orders his driver, "The cases! Ahead! Get them!" Sophia screams out, "Get ready!" A volley of bullets hammers into the front of the container, stopping her mid-sentence. She tries again. "Get ready, boys!" Matt and Jim point grenade launchers into the air and wait. "Now!" Sophia orders. They fire the guns, and 2 smoke grenades rocket over the top of the container. Thunk, thunk. They explode. Boom, boom, out on the salt pan. Dense patches of smoke erupt, and a wall of gray clouds drift across the white ground. Sophia shouts to Jedi and Cutter, "Do it!" The duo work the mortars. Thud, thud. The bombs arc upwards and detonate harmlessly in the middle of the smoke clouds. Boom, boom. Sophia sees the miss. She yells, "No time! We need something!" Jim shouts, "The M2! I'll go in!" Before he can finish, Sophia sprints out into the open and runs towards the abandoned Humvee. "Jesus, no!" Jim shouts. He screams at Matt and Jedi. "Cover us!" He tears after her. The Americans fire out with their machine guns. Sophia and Jim duck low as bullets zing and zip all around them. Sophia reaches the Humvee first and dives behind it. The incoming bombardment clatters into the side of the truck. She is pinned down. Jim lags behind. Small arms fire rips through him. He staggers, falls, and calls out, "God damn it, I'm hit!" He unzips his uniform and looks down at his bloody intestines hanging out of his ruptured lower abdomen. He seems surprised. His voice falters. "They got me real good." Sophia steps out toward Jim. "No!" Jim yells. Another volley of bullets strike the Humvee. Sophia scrambles back behind the truck and holds her hand out to Jim. "You can make it!" Jim's voice fades. "Not this time." His eyes close. His head drops to one side. Sophia watches him die. She pummels the ground with her fists. "No! Fucking no! No, no, no!" "Jim's down!" Cutter cries out. "I'm going!" He attempts to run out toward the downed American. Matt grabs him. "No fucking way!" He pulls Cutter back behind the container. Jedi starts his move. Matt reaches out with his other hand and yanks him back too, and screams at them, "Are you guys fucking crazy?" More bullets pile into the container. The Americans defend. Sophia's low on options. She climbs up to the Humvee's gun turret. A bullet slams into her upper arm, slicing through a thin layer of muscle and leaves a small exit wound. She does not feel it. Blood sprays from the wound. She reaches the M2, cocks the big machine gun, and pumps out rounds of 12mm. Bam, 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 bam. Lola is 1,000 yards out. She aims her KTM at the African Russian's blind side. She sits upright on the bike, pulls the slip knot cord tight around the bike's throttle, and locks it fully open. She removes her hands from the handlebars and steers the KTM hands-free, using her body to balance the dirt bike. Botha's Humvee is in her sights. She reaches down into the bike's gun holster and pulls out the Uzi submachine guns. Cutter screams, "God damn! We gotta help her!" He looks over the void at Sophia, who is still pinned down in the Humvee's gun turret. Jedi steps forward. Cutter pushes him away. "Not this time, kid." He pumps himself up and hollers at the top of his voice. "Oh, fuck!" He jumps out from behind the cover of the container and runs towards Sophia. "What the?" Matt watches Cutter's rescue run. Cutter lurches forward. Bullets smash into the ground all around him. He reaches Jim's dead body, jumps and slides past it, and ends up behind the protection of the Humvee. He yells up to Sophia, Hey, girl, you want some company? I'm nearly out, Cutter. I need more rounds. Cutter sprints round to the back of the Humvee and dives inside. He searches for more ammunition. Alexei's Humvee skids to a stop next to the cases on the salt pan. Go now, Alexei orders. The truck's driver leaps out and sprints to retrieve the cases. 3 armed Russians pour out of the back of the Humvee and cover him. They blast their M16s at the Americans. Sophia cuts down and kills the 4 men with the M2. Bam, 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 bam. The last man to die is the driver, whose body slumps and then sprawls over the cases. She holds her finger on the heavy machine gun's trigger and aims at the black Humvee. She misses it, and the 12mm rounds slam into the cases, causing them to explode, sending a myriad of $10,000 bills skyward. It is Alexei's turn to duck down and hide in his truck's gun turret. The M2 runs out of ammunition. Click, click. Sophia shouts, Cutter, I'm out! I need those rounds, you hear me? Right now! Inside the truck, Cutter heaves a box of 12mm toward the Humvee's rear door. He shouts up, Got it! He jumps out onto the salt pan. A stray bullet smashes through his torso. His legs give way. The box of ammunition lands beside him. He lives, just barely. Blood pumps from a large gaping exit wound that has ripped his back open. Cutter! Sophia screams. Another barrage slams into the Humvee. Sophia drops down into the protection of the gun turret. Gonna make it, Cutter grunts. Just give me. He drags the box upwards, staggers, and struggles with its weight. Hell, give me a... Another hail of bullets demolishes him. He falls to the ground, and the box of ammunition smashes open next to his dead body. Sophia buries her head into the corner of the gun turret.